Hello and welcome to lesson number 3 in the TurboTalk website builder series. Up till now, we've been talking about how to set up your 5-page website using the pre-built templates. Now we're going to talk about how to edit the content on the templates so that you can customize your website to suit your needs. Remember, the first thing you're going to do is to log into your personal YouGoofed site, come up to the top navigation bar and click on Website Builder. We're using the pre-built templates, so click here to choose one of the templates. And let's say I decide I'm going to use this one. All right. Since I'm working with a template, the layout and a lot of the different things that I'm going to need in terms of elements for my website are already available for me. However, I can change things around to suit my needs very, very easily. You'll notice that there's an awful lot of links at the top here, and we will cover all of these in later lessons. But when you're using the pre-built templates, we've done a lot of the work for you, which is why the only links you really need to worry about to edit the site are on the left-hand side over here. Now these top two are already done for you. This color scheme and the template is already set up for the background, and the line breaks for your website are already set. So really the only editing tool you're going to need is this one here with the tables. I'm going to click on it. And it's going to take me into a page that allows me to do a number of different things. Now we're going to cover creating new cells and creating tables in later lessons, but through this tab, I want you to know that you can come in and change the header on your site. You can change the tabs, you can change the pictures, and you can change the text simply by clicking on it. So I clicked on the header and I'm in the Add a Header tab. I can come over here and I can change the type, the text for my header, the header colors, the text size, etc. So let me demonstrate this for you. It says my company right now. I'm going to rename it and I'm going to call it Nature, let's make that capital, Nature Tour. So, all right, I've got it in white. I prefer, let's see how it looks in black. I'm going to leave the text size alone. Let's put a border on it, see how that looks. It's very easy to change it back if you don't like it. Let's say I'm not a fan of Arial. I prefer to go with Courier. I can make choices about centering it, making it bold, shadowing it, and let's say I prefer to make it normal font size. So I've made a few changes. I click OK, and guess what? I chose a bad color. It doesn't match my background. So I'm going to come back in, click on it again. Let's see, I went from white to black. Let's try gray and see how that looks. So I'm going to click on gray, hit OK, and there you go. So I've just customized that header to fit my needs. I like the look, I like the border, I like what it says, so I'm good to go on that one. Now, let's say I'm going to come in here and I want to change the fonts to Courier. So I like Home, that's a fine label for it, but I want it to be a little bit bigger, let's say. And let's look at Courier and what it looks like there. I'm going to hit OK, and it's changed. I can do it for the next one. Contact Us is fine. That's going to be our page 5, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm going to change it again to 18. Courier. And I'm going to hit OK. Information. Let's say instead of information, I want this to read schedule. All right, that's going to be page 4, and that's fine. Let's hit 18 because I want it to match the other ones. Courier. Hit OK. All right. About Us. Definitely want to include a page about us, so I'll leave that one alone. I'll change the font size. I'll change the font style and hit OK. So now I've changed to 4 out of 5, and let's come down here, and instead of products, let's talk about our tours. Change the font size, change the font itself, and hit OK. All right, so I've renamed my site. I've changed the tabs so that it fits the purpose of my website. I can change the picture if I wish, and we'll show you that in later lessons. But let's demonstrate how we can replace this text as well. I'm going to simply click on it. All right, and this text that's here is simply holding a place. So I'm going to highlight it all. I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. And I can type in whatever the text I want it to be right here directly, or I can copy and paste it from a Word document. So let's say I'm just going to give you that as an example. I'm going to leave the text size. Let's make it Courier so it matches everything else. I've got some other options here. I'm going to leave it all alone for now and just hit OK. All right, so this is my page 1. This is going to be the home page of my website. And I wanted to change all of this because in all 5 pages, I want it to read nature tours, and I don't want to have to do this again and again and again. So I'm going to come down. Let me just scroll down a little bit here, and I'm going to hit OK. You can see that there's all of the changes that I've made. So I'm going to come up and save my page by clicking on this tab Save in the right-hand corner. This is my very first page. So my file name is always index.html. And the description of this page is page 1. And that's just for my purposes so I can remember what the contents of the page are. So I'm going to hit Save. And I can view my page if I wish by right-clicking on the link, open the link in a new window, so I don't take myself out of the website builder. And there is the page that I created. All right, very good. So far, so good. Now, I'm going to use that same exact page to create page 2. So rather than coming over here and creating another new page and going through all of that, changing the header and changing all of the tabs, etc., I'm going to open an existing page, click on OK. And the page that I created so far, the only one so far, is this first page, page 1. So I'm going to click on OK. And I'm back to the page that I created with the changes that I made. However, this is going to be my page, my next page on my site so far. So I'm going to come on over here and I'm going to click on Edit. And let's say I want everything to be the same except the text. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on the text box. And I am going to put in whatever text I want for that page. All right, and I can, again, change the color. I can change the sizes and the font. You see it's already in Courier. It's already the size that I designated it, and I'm going to simply hit OK. And then everything is the same except the caption has been changed or the text has been changed. So let's come down here and hit OK. We're going to save this page because we want it to be page number 2. So choose a file name, index2.html. And again, I'm going to name it just so that I can keep track and save it. So here's page 2. I have created, I made my changes in my header. I made my changes in the tabs. And all I have to do now is change the text on each of the other 3 pages. So it's very easy to come in and edit these pages, make them yours, simply by clicking on the little pencil icon with the tables. And once you've done that, remember all you need to do is click on either the header or the tabs or the text. We'll talk about images in a later lesson. Make sure that when you're done making your changes, you come down here and hit OK. And then make sure when you're done editing that page, you save it as well. Okay, this concludes lesson number 3, editing. We'll see you in lesson number 4.